still joining in. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to yet another session of Pre-Bell with William O'Neill India. In this session, we'll take you through Nifty 50 chart placement along with its probable opening, some key global news and events, how US markets fared through the night, how Asian markets are trading at the moment, and at the end, chart of the day for you. Without much ado, let's start with Nifty 50 chart placement. Last week, we had downgraded the market to a downtrend when Nifty came under selling pressure. But by Friday, we changed. There was day one of the rally attempt as Nifty managed to close in the top half of the candle. Talking about this week's market movement, Monday and Tuesday, we saw good up moves, and Nifty was able to hold its recent lows. And yesterday, as we all know, we changed the market status to rally attempt. However, the two resistance, that is the 10 EMA and 21 DMA, which is the short-term moving averages, can act as the resistances for Nifty going forward. However, if Nifty is able to stage an up move of 1.5% on higher, on volumes higher than the previous day, which is a follow-through day, will change the market status to confirmed uptrend. But if Nifty breaches its recent lows, then the market status will be downgraded back to downtrend. Now let's talk about some key news. First, Inox Leisure gets nod from NSE and BSE on scheme on amalgamation with PVR. South Indian Bank plans to raise up to 2005 crores to strengthen its capital base and meet regulatory requirements. The bank shareholders had given approval for this fundraise in the previous AGM last fiscal. However, the bank did not raise the funds then. SAIL appoints Anil Kumar Tulsiani as Executive Director as of 20th June. Jain Irrigation Systems to merge international irrigation business with Rivulis. The combined entity will have deal will reduce consolidated debt by around 45%. That is 2,664 crores. Yesterday, FIs again sold equities worth rupees 2,701 crores and DIs bought equities worth rupees 3,066 crores. Talking about how US and Asian markets fed through the night and how Asian markets are trading at the moment, Dow Jones, S&P 500 and Nasdaq closed higher in excess of 2%, Dow Jones by 2.2%, S&P 500 by 2.5%, Nasdaq by 2.5%. However, the Asian counterparts are trading lower. The lowest being Nikkei around minus 0.1%, Shanghai 0.3%, Hang Seng minus 1.4%, and Kospi minus 1.9%. For after a lot of time, Brent crude oil is trading around $110 per barrel, which is around $4 to $5 less compared to the previous day, mainly on account of global demand outlook deteriorating and fears of recession. The US 10-year bond yield is trading slightly lower at 3.26% as compared to 3.29%. USD INR is also depreciated to 78.2. Talking about the SGX Nifty is indicating a negative opening at around 8:30. It was giving the last trade at 15,543 against Nifty's close of 15,638. Now talking about the chart of the day. So before we discuss the chart of the day, it's not a buy or sell recommendation and just discussing for educational purpose. So Bharat Electronics is into in this space of aerospace and defense electronics. The company manufactures radars, anti-missile systems, anti-warfare systems, avionics, and anti-submarine systems, etc. The company is mainly into the defense sector and the defense portfolio comprises of 88% of the total revenues and remaining 12% from non-defense portfolio. For the diversification purpose and to remove the excessive dependence on the defensive portfolio, the company wishes to increase this 12% of non-defensive portfolio to 20% in the next 2 to 3 years going forward. Talking about the latest Q4 FY22 result, the Q4 FY22 results was a beat on consensus estimates, mainly led by strong EBITDA margins of 22.4%. The positives for the company is the strong revenue book of in excess of 57,570 crores, which gives strong visibility of revenues going forward. If we compare the order book with revenues, with the FY22 revenues, it's around 3.5 times of the FY22 revenues. The company is expected to grow in the revenues is expected to grow at 16 to 18% between FY22 to 24, with EBITDA margins of 20 to 22% going forward. Talking about the ratings and the technical placement, the EPS strength is good at 81. The price strength is fair at 74. Buyer demand is great at A plus, and the group rank is also great. The RS line is also trending higher. The stock is forming a stage three consolidation base. If we look at the positives, the stock is just 11.12% off high, and similarly, it's 11% off its pivot as well. The stock is slightly trading below its 50 DMA, but if the stock is able to reclaim its 50 DMA and break out from this consolidation based on above average volume, then it can be a good positive. The other positive is the number of funds, that is, the institutional holding is also increasing 13.2% quarter on quarter. So let's see how the stock behaves around the pivot, and if the market gets to confirmed uptrend, this can be a good stock to watch out for. Thank you, and do stay tuned to the space of pre-bell with William O'Leary India for your daily dose of market updates.